John, before we get into dissecting the game, there's an ambulance waiting outside for Doug Tharm. That obviously kind of makes everything else pale into insignificance, I'm sure, for yourself and the players. Have you got any idea what the situation is with him?
We'll just have to wait and see. He's a bit groggy. Took a bad blow to the head. We'll have to see how he is. We hope he's going to be okay. As
far as the game and the performance is concerned, you can't be a happy man with what you've seen this afternoon.
Well, I did a talk in the hospitality lounge, and I said the one thing you're going to get from our lads is that they're going to run themselves into the ground. We didn't today. I can only apologise to the fans, the ones who paid their hard-earned money to come. We went at the races. We didn't compete well enough. We didn't attack with any intent. Had a couple of good chances. They were rare breaks into their half. They dominated the game from start to finish. They were better than us in every department. And when you get 8 or 9 of your players having off days, you've got no chance of winning. And that was the case today. Didn't see it coming. Played an attacking team. I'll take the responsibility for picking the team. And the team I picked would have been good enough if they'd have played to the strengths, but unfortunately we didn't play to our strengths today. We were second to the ball. We didn't pass the ball well enough. We didn't win the physical battles, and then when things are going bad for you, they just go worse. And you know, Harry sending off and conceding a goal, and the injuries to the defenders. Yeah, it's a worrying time.
How concerned are you right now?
Well, we've got 6 central defenders all out injured, so it's very concerning. And we've got to go and try and get a result on Tuesday.
We obviously talked about Doug Tharm. Ryan Astley went off as well. Was that his ankle? Is there an early prognosis there?
His ankle, yeah. He went over on his ankle in the first half. So he'll be a big doubt for Tuesday.
And you didn't have Ethan Hamilton available to you today at all. What's the situation with him?
Ethan's got to have an operation on his knee. So he's going to be out for the best part of 8 weeks, I would imagine.
As far as, you said you didn't see it coming, you didn't have a midweek game. Is there any explaining that sort of lack of intensity that you talked about and not running himself into the floor?
Well, we kept going to the end, so it's just that games can quickly go away from you. Second goal's a killer. It's a bit of a fluke, but they've reacted like they reacted to everything all day ahead of us. So, you know, from that perspective, if you're not at the races, you've got to just batten down and make sure that you make it difficult to play against you. And we didn't today. We weren't sharp. Our passing was atrocious. Our long ball play wasn't good enough because we didn't get people up to support the striker, or the strikers, should I say. And we were second best in most of the challenges that we competed for, which, if that happens, you generally lose the game, and that was the case today.
How do you go about instilling some confidence in those players and trying to get them ready for a game on Tuesday night when clearly it's having an effect on you yourself?
Yeah, it is, but you know, you don't just give up, do you? You know, there's 20 games to go. Still a lot of points to play for, and I know we're capable of turning in better performances than that. And we've got to look to bounce back on Tuesday. And the fans who travel, we've got to try and reward them with the same appetite for the game that we showed in the first hour, last week in the Cup. We knew it was going to be totally different from last week, you know, and then after the Lord Mayor's show, you think, but these games are more important than we're never going to win the FA Cup. And this is your bread and butter, and we've got to get it right.